don't get addicted to comfort as a business owner. Now, this might be a little bit of a contentious point for many people, because I feel that for many business owners, we do it hard for so long. We battle against hardships, we navigate uncertainty, we endure a lot of stress, that we ultimately want to get to a position whereby we can be comfortable, right? That we have enough financial means to do the things that we want to do, to enjoy the experiences that we want to experience, and to ultimately be able to outsource the shit jobs that we basically don't want to do anymore, or don't have to do anymore. Now, I made a video yesterday, this might sound a little bit contradictory, where I spoke about making the time to do the shit jobs. And today I really wanted to talk around the importance of making sure that you don't get too comfortable, because I've seen the impact of having too much comfort on so many business owners growing, scaling, and even sustaining their business, that ultimately gets in the way of them creating true financial freedom. So, let me give you a little bit of background. I've worked with a number of ultra high net worth individuals who've had very successful business exits. And the biggest challenge that I've observed with those individuals is that because they have enjoyed hardship for a very long amount of time, they've typically got to a point where they've had a big payday, and they drastically increase the quality of their lifestyle. They drastically increase the cars that they drive, the houses that they live in, the holidays that they go on, the experiences that they have, the services that they opt in for that allow them to basically never have to do any of the crap jobs again. We're talking full-time cleaners, full-time chefs, full-time garden maintenance people, all of these things. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this, okay? I think it's fantastic to be in a position to not have to do any of those jobs, because let's face it, if you had the choice and not have to do those things anymore, I suspect that you'd probably jump on that opportunity. However, there is a saying, I don't know exactly who said it, however, I believe I heard it originally on the Joe Rogan show, where he said, tough times make tough men make easy times make weak men, and weak men make tough times. And I believe this is true in the context of business, okay? I truly believe that you should be testing yourself and challenging yourself constantly. Now, the challenges that are associated with the non-negotiables of just maintaining life, maintaining a house, cleaning, cooking, all of these kind of mundane things is one thing. But I believe that teaches a lot of discipline, and it ensures that you have to be efficient with the time that you've got, because there are certain things that must be done, particularly if you've got a family, right? That things just are required to be done, and therefore you only have a finite amount of time to work on your business. Now, the issue with this, when you get to a point of success, and look, it may not be for a multi-mega million exit, it may be that you've just scaled a 7 or a multi-7 figure business and you're earning a few $100,000 a year. You can find yourself in the position of creating so much comfort that you actually become afraid of discomfort in the future. Now, for myself personally, in my own business, I've always enjoyed discomfort. Now, I'm on my way to jiu-jitsu. I have hurt my knee, hurt my wrist, and I've also hurt my ankle, all on the same side, mind you, just my luck. They're not bad injuries, however, easily could have said, hey, not going to training, I'm going to sit this one out, heal up, and go back when I'm feeling better. However, I believe that pushing through some of that discomfort and challenging myself to work within that is creating what I call the muscle memory to allow me to persevere through other situations. Case in point, yesterday we had an issue with our water system. If you guys watched my previous video, you will recall that I was fixing the water tank. I also needed to run about 20 meters of piping to our gravity-fed system, and essentially make sure that it's more reliable through multiple seasons. Now, it started torrentially raining when I went to go do that. And I had the fleeting thought that said, oh yeah, let's do that tomorrow when the weather's nice and you're not going to get rained on and not going to get wet, and yeah, it'll be easier. There's no big deal. Doesn't need to be done right now. However, because I've pushed myself in so many situations to just persevere through discomfort, I went and did it anyway. I got drenched, absolutely soaked. Was it that big of a deal? No. Was the idea of me thinking about how horrible it would be more significant than how horrible it actually was? Definitely. It wasn't that bad. It's not that big of a deal. Now, I'm a big believer that how you do anything is how you do everything. Where else is this going to show up in my life and my business? Where else am I going to be encountered with a situation whereby there is a decision that I need to make, an action that I need to take that is uncomfortable? And I could defer it. It's not life or death. It's probably not going to impact me now. There's potentially an opportunity it doesn't impact me at all. However, how many times are going to make that exception, make that justification, and there's going to be that one time, that one decision that I couldn't bring myself to make that is potentially going to cost me a whole lot more. And that's the way I like to look at things. So, the point of this is that I believe that you should outsource a lot of the functions that are not best and highest use of your time. I covered this in my second book, The Secrets to Scaling a 7-Figure Lifestyle Business, is that you should be going through a task matrix and identifying all of the low value tasks that are not best and highest use of your time and outsourcing them. You should have a dollar value placed on every single hour of your work life and every single hour of your life in general. And then that affords you the opportunity to say, okay, if I can outsource this task for less than my own hourly rate, then it's an absolute no-brainer. Or on the flip side, if I'm going to outsource a particular task and it may be higher than my hourly rate, for example, let's say housekeeping stuff, because you don't want to do it, is that investment a worthwhile investment for me to buy back that time that I can reallocate elsewhere? Now, for many people, they take that time completely off the table. For me, I like to take a portion of that time and I want to go and reinvest that back into challenging stuff that I really don't need to do, but I want to prove to myself that I can. Let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is a very different way to think about this, and hopefully it's going to give you the tools that you need to persevere through good times and bad. The times aren't always going to be good, guys.